we've been a little bit behind on that there video and stuff, but got the race car back in the old crowded, messy garage. So yeah, got the let's see. I don't know. Probably can't show that top secret update stuff. Alright, that looks better. That way, just in case you guys could digitally analyze the angles and such, on this hot rod. We wouldn't want anybody to do that. But we got her back. We got her in the garage. Got the front end updated. A little different geometry there. Is it going to be better? Man, we sure hope so. Move the shock placement around. It was here, kind of like over there on the other side, right in the middle, going down through the A-arm. But of course now you can't see, but it's got a little shorter A-arm on the front. Get a little bit more camber gain there pretty quick. So in doing that, had to move the shock out front. Otherwise, A-arm is going to hit it. So did that. Got it in. Got the rotors and stuff off of it because kind of wanted to see if there had any of those load bearings in there, we got to make this thing go fast. So, of course, it did not. 2010 is when this car was. So, about 2010, I mean, we were doing that with the race chassis stuff, but apparently those guys were maybe just a tish ahead of these guys here. Now you kind of gotta, they're pretty nice. It goes in there, and once you get that all set up, then you can tighten the outside nut as tight as you want to tighten it, and you never mess up your load on your wheel bearing. It's not that, oh, gotta loosen it, spin it. Oh, oof, yeah, that feels good. No, none of that. Put her in there, get it set the first time, lock that thing down. Boom, put her on there. You can take that thing on and off all day long and be good to go. Unless you physically change, a rotor or something. But still, they're usually pretty darn close. But the only thing that would be different about that is the races, and how they machine that thing. Maybe it's off just a little bit compared to what it was. So, and then got the rear end. Nothing too special about it. 2 link brackets already on it. The pole bar bracket that was on the top, hacked it off with the torch, so got to get that ground down. Get a new bracket put on there because the holes were way back, and maybe we'll go out there and take a look at that real quick. So yeah, I mean they've cooled down a little bit, the old torching job, but essentially that's where we were at. So we were clear back on this hole here, and got a new bracket from CPT Racing there, like out of California. Got some pretty nice stuff. So we'll have a lot more adjustment, move it forward, backwards, whatever, as well as up and down. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, right there they are. So essentially, like I said, let's see, however that one goes. Oh, that's yeah, it's not quite the nice fitted action there that I was hoping for. I don't know what. Probably gonna have to do a little bit of refabrication back on the backside. I thought this thing I ordered was for a maybe it. I don't know. Goes on there somehow. So we'll get her figured out. I'm pretty sure I thought I ordered this thing for a stock housing. This is not one of those fancy fabricated housings. It's not a 3-piece deal. It's just probably something out of a F-150, about a 79 or so. So I'll get those put on there with a lot more adjustment. The car already came with these 2-link brackets. So we pretty much just threw them on there. Of course, holes aren't quite right. Gonna have to do a little oblong in there to get those bolts through there, get these things bolted in. otherwise, I mean, really haven't done a whole lot, of course. Got the fuel cell. Took the fuel cell apart. Got it cleaned out. There was some old skanky gas in there still. I mean, at least it was probably some Sunoco 110 or something, but she is no longer, no longer good smelling stuff no more. So fuel line, kind of started on that the other day, but then I didn't realize that this is number 10 stuff. You know, A-mod, number 10. Fuel feeding, I guess that's, kind of what we used to do too, but that was not what I was thinking. I was thinking number 8. Get her down a little bit smaller. This 602 crate motor doesn't suck that much gas, but now it's more of a, man, what's the fitting cost, because we got to have fitting here, there, fuel filter, 2 fittings there, probably would have to get a different fuel filter to get rid of this. That's a number 10 there. So yeah, it was either going to be, $40 or $50 worth of fittings, or just go back with some number 10 and go that way. So that's, I guess, what I've done. Just ordered some number 10 line, get that replaced out. Of course, yeah, the rears, they didn't have any load bearings in there either. Calipers, whoop, yeah, they're toast-itoed. Look at that bad boy. So, right side was even worse. Had about 3 different kinds of brake pads on the thing, so gonna try to get some brake pads ordered up. He said there's that other caliper on that side, so it was not much better. Just the rears, though. I think somewhat it was is you can see there. Maybe you can see. Yeah, okay. Wheel bearing grease was leaking out of the back of the hubs. So I wonder if that grease, gear lube kind of got in there and created that problem. Because it's kind of weird. The front calipers were decent shape. They're not all junked out on the old rubber. So something kind of got in there. Left front, we still got that same old stock shock mount on there. Got a little different bumper on the front end of it. Get this baby fat. So, another thing really I was messing with was these brake master cylinders. Of course, it looks like both of them, the front and the rear, are both stuck. So they were completely dry whenever took caps off. Now apparently they're stuck, so I don't know. I've got another 1 inch that I had that was kind of a spare. So I guess I'll stick that in there, and then I'll have to order one more, go 7/8 or something like that. But the clutch was okay, it seemed like. It did actually move, so hopefully it's good to go. Otherwise we'll be expecting a little bit more damage out of that. Not really looking forward to that. So, but otherwise, I guess that's kind of the update. Got some parts, valve housing, lower A-frames, and all kinds of goodies there. But sooner or later, keep working on this thing, get that pull bar bracket welded back on there. Be good to go, hopefully. Then start getting some body work done to it. Got all the aluminum now. Just need to start forming her up and getting it done. But of course, yeah, the pit is taking more time than this thing here is. So I guess we'll see how that all works out. Of course, we always got a pile of the junk. Sold a little of that stuff on eBay, but yeah, still working. I guess then, yeah, I did get this other panhard bracket. That comes from CPT as well. It's pretty nice. Big and bulky. But, yeah. So, you know, if you kind of had a basic setup point, you know, put that on like the 0 or whatever, then you're going to know which way you're going with it. So, and it was the same price as like the Weir stuff. So, I kind of thought maybe that'd be a little bit better deal. I don't know. I guess I'll see how that etching or whatever that is that's on there, how long that lasts, and you know, see if it's worth the money. But like I said, really wasn't any extra money to get the measurement on there, so I just got that with the bracket that I got for the pull bar anyway. So, all right, well, trying to get this thing back on there. Like I said, bought these CPT racing manufacturing, whatever you want to call it, I guess, brackets and the bolt-ons. That way then, heaven forbid we ever bend anything, we can just take it right back off. But I'm not real sure. I got the sides that line up where they need to be. Fit really good that way. But as you can see, there's quite a bit of distance there. The back one fits really nice. Like I said, the brackets actually fit really good without these weld-on tabs. So I'm not real sure. No destructions, but now this one over here is just absolutely horrible. So almost what I'm thinking about doing, mainly really just back there is where it's really bad, it seems like. Just because this would all fit like up there nice and tight before. Now, like I say, you put them tabs on there, they just not fit nearly as good. But so I'm almost thinking about taking them back off. I mean, the only other thing I could do would be to take the grinder and grind to that arc, pretty much the template that they got, tack weld them on the inside, take them back off, weld them up, and I guess go with that. Could do that. But sad this one here, actually it fits pretty good. Fits the arc about right. The biggest thing is I don't want to, you know, I don't want one to be ahead of the other one. But oh, the joys of racing on a budget. Because typically, just buy the stuff, throw it together, go racing, have tens of thousands of dollars wrapped up in it. Love life. But in this one here, we are not doing that. So getting tired of spending money already. Got to get a few more things. So hopefully we can get to the track and, you know, may not have any decals. May just have to go with the old duct tape. Because $400 wrap, yeah, just, you know, that's really cheap. It'll be more like a $600 wrap usually. So not real sure that I'm feeling that, but we'll get there. Finest paint Walmart had. Yeah, threw a new paint job on the old girl. You know, you gotta be looking right. So, got these brackets welded on there. The one was fine, just had to grind just a little bit on it. The other one I got a little too excited on, and ground just a little bit too much. I thought I was gonna have to grind it as much as this side, but this side here is actually a little taller. You know, because this is more kind of over on the curvature of the rear end, so I kind of messed up there. And so instead of making this 5 inches in between there, I ended up having to go 4.5. So I mean, they did end up working, but like I say, you just had to oh, messing up my fancy paint job there. I just had to grind just a little bit. Like I said, it was just kind of wasn't that big of a deal, but it was, I think it's another $20 or $30, you know, to get the bolt-on bracket. But yeah, it looked like the original bracket fit really nice without the bolt-on option, and then could have just welded it on. But thought maybe this way, then if you bend this pull bar bracket a little bit or something like that, you know, not a big deal. Get you some new plates, bolt the new plates back on and go again. But I don't know, I mean, in some regards too, you got to think about probably if you bend those, you've probably bent this. So I don't know. At least this way, I guess you could unbolt them, bang the heck out of them with your BFH, and you know, go again, bolt them back on here, and go racing again. But anyways, yeah, just got her painted up, get ready to throw it back up underneath the car. Got to go get some brake line. Gonna run some new steel lines front to back, side to side. So got to go get that done. And I don't know, starting to make some progress maybe on this old girl. Just getting warm enough that they'll be getting ready to go to Bristol here pretty quick. So, you know, by the time they go down there and fudge all their stuff up, come back, and they're still trying to get it all fixed up, maybe we can sneak in a win or heat race win or something like that. Yeah, as we wait on the paint to dry on that bad boy, might as well go ahead and start working on some brake lines. What's going on with this thing now? So, I mean, yeah, we got a pretty messy shop, janky garage here, but we do have some nice tools that some people's loaned us. Nice double flaring tool here. Pretty sweet deal. To put this die in there. Hey, what do you got going on here? Well, malfunctions. Okay. Put that die in there, and then you spin this. Of course, we'll run a 3/16 line. And then this is, of course, your first operation. Boom. Run the pipe tubing up in there. Smash once. Turn. Smash the second time. Makes a pretty darn nice flare on there. Double flare, actually, I guess you would call it. Pretty darn nice. If you got some decent tubing, does a pretty nice job. Remember though, don't forget the nut. But this here will why the auto focuses. This here will go up here on the front. Whoa! About showed you some. This here line, it'll go up here on the front. It'll come right down this. Come right from the master cylinder, which of course I've got the front out. Got to order a new one of those. It'll come over, run down this bar here, and right down, make curl down, and then we'll weld a tab on right there, and put a fitting in there to go from 3/16 to this 4AN deal, of course. So 4AN deal down to the caliper. So I mean, yeah, should be pretty nice. Actually, you know what though? I think I've already messed up. Yep. Because somewhere here we got a T in. So wasn't really thinking about that, I guess. Yeah, whoops. I'm gonna have to put a T down there, and then come off that T and go over the right front, of course, and then do the same for the rear. But yeah, man, I was really thinking I was doing some good stuff, making some headway here, but yeah, not really, not with this T deal. So have to add that back into the equation, and then I'll run a line. Usually run like down across this cross member, come over, go right down that cross member over there, and then weld another. Whoa. So yeah, I'll come right off of this here. Like I said, go down that cross member right there, over to that side, and weld a tab. That way I can put that 3/16 4A in it over there to get to the caliper over there. And like I said, back here in the back, run back, and I don't know. Kind of thinking maybe put like a T. I think usually it seemed like it was about right here. Run a T there, and then we can go run it on over the right rear, and then come this way with the other piece. I don't know if I'm gonna have it right up here or how, it all depends on how long of a brake lines you want to have, but typically it does seem like I was thinking it was right there. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look at that a little bit more. But then yeah, then you got a pretty decently long line from here, down to here. But you just got to be aware of this bracket. Of course, we don't have the shock mount on there yet. It'll come off of here down, probably in this range, 4 to 5 inches maybe down, and then down to the bird cage. But yeah, I just got to be aware of all that and keep that stuff all out of the way. Of course, this car has absolutely nothing welded on it for tabs, because they just ran that plastic and just zip tied it off and kind of jankied it. It's kind of interesting, really, if you think about it. It was janky. Now it's in janky garage, washed up garage, and then we're gonna make it better than it was. I don't know. Sometimes you got to turn over a new leaf, right? I mean, like a little cleaning lady in the old garage here, we could probably do some big things too. But anyways, that's kind of where we're at for this week. Like, subscribe. Sooner or later, we'll be trying to make some laps with this thing, and but I mean, we got to get a body on it. Thinking about maybe changing the fuel cell out. I don't know, 26 gallon, kind of big, but it's all about the money, baby. So I got to get the T-bar on here, get all this decking in to go over top of this, body, motor, tranny, gear. Still some work to be done. Hopefully we've kind of got some of the update stuff, some of the more technical things on that part, and hopefully we can sling a body on this thing, make some laps, and maybe do something besides crashing into the wall. Later.